KFC is bringing the sweet and the heat. At least that's what the press release says. Yes, hello and welcome to New Fast Food. Today we're going to talk all about KFC's newest Southern-inspired flavor. That's the Hot Honey Chicken. In addition, we also had the Dunkin' Donuts promotional items for October already leaked. We're going to talk about those as well. In fact, let's start there. We're right now in the middle of September, but the Dunkin' Donuts promotional items for October just recently leaked online. You can see them here. There's quite a bit going on, but a few things really jump out to me. The first one is that sandwich, the all-you-can-meat breakfast sandwich. That one's got sausage, bacon, ham, as well as eggs and cheese on the croissant, as you can see there. That's a pretty hearty sandwich. I guess now that summer's over, people aren't too concerned about their pool body anymore. They can have a breakfast sandwich with sausage, bacon, eggs, cheese, and ham on a croissant. So that's the first thing that jumps out to me here. The other things that jump out to me are the $2 any sized iced coffee. That's a pretty good deal, although I've heard that that's going to be sort of like a happy hour type deal, maybe like between 2 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Another cool thing down here is the Oreo hot chocolate. And not only does that sound really cool, and it's kind of hard to see it right below that, but that's going to be available through September 2019. So basically a whole year, the Oreo hot chocolate is going to be on the menus. That tells me Dunkin' Donuts thinks that it's going to be a really popular item. So popular that they feel comfortable leaving it on the menu for a whole year. Either that or they have a really sweet deal with Oreo where Oreo's paying them or something. All that along with, as you can see, plenty of other stuff, including an Oreo donut and a spider donut. Do not overlook the spider donut. All right, so that's all coming to Dunkin' Donuts in October, but just yesterday, KFC launched an all-new chicken flavor. This makes their 4th permanent chicken flavor and the 5th overall. They had that pickle flavor earlier this summer. That one's no longer available. This new one, though, this one is going to be part of their permanent menu. It's the KFC Hot Honey Chicken, and I actually think this sounds really good. I've really not had anything like this before. I mean, I guess I've sampled spicy honey at like fairs or things, you know, when you get a little popsicle stick of honey to try. I guess I've tried that, but I've never really had anything like this where it's the main ingredient in an entree. So this is actually pretty cool. KFC will have you think that this is like a very trendy, popular thing that's going on. I'm not buying it. They actually mention in the press release 3 times that they think that this is like a really hip and trendy flavor. They compare it to like sriracha or pickle stuff. I see pickle stuff everywhere. I see sriracha stuff everywhere. I've never seen spicy honey stuff pretty much anywhere. So that's okay, KFC. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. I don't care if hot honey is trending or not. It sounds really cool, and in fact, if this makes it trend, maybe it will. And if you go onto the website Trend Hunters, spicy honey has like a 0.6 trending rating. So yeah, I'm not convinced just yet, KFC, that hot honey is going to be the next trending flavor. But like I said, it sounds really good to me, and I'm the type of person that's not really into usually sweet and salty things. Of course, this one will be sweet and salty because of the honey, and then the chicken just naturally with all the herbs and spices on it is going to be on the salty side. It'd be interesting to see how thick that honey sauce actually is, because obviously it can't be like really thick honey, otherwise it'd have a really hard time tossing the chicken in it. So it has to be watered down to a degree where it's more like a glaze, or probably pretty close to the consistency of KFC's other chicken flavors. But I've said before, I'm so pumped about these chicken flavors that KFC's been doing. I didn't really realize at the beginning that this was going to be like a long-term thing, that they're going to keep releasing flavors and have like a whole collection of flavors available. That brings up an interesting question. I mean, how long can they do this? How many flavors can they keep introducing before it just becomes too many flavors to where certain flavors just don't really get ordered anymore because there's just so many flavors to choose from, or also that there's just not enough room in the KFCs to store all these flavors that they keep coming out with. I'd be interested to see how many more flavors they can come up with and still keep all of them on the menu. I believe at some point either they're just going to say, okay, these are all the flavors that we got, whether it's 6 or 8 or however many they got, this is all we have, or they start replacing flavors. Maybe they'll announce it and say something like, we're retiring the Georgia Gold flavor, or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just become so unpopular, certain flavors, that they'll just kind of quietly remove them. We just have to see how this all plays out. Right now they are up to 4 permanent flavors. I'd be surprised if they do go beyond 6 or 8. I think 10 would just be way too many. Now, one kind of disappointing thing here about the Hot Honey Chicken is the new kernel that they've used to introduce it. They're calling him Colonel Bear, and not only is his name disappointing, that's got to be the most non-creative name they could come up with for a colonel who's a bear, just by calling him Colonel Bear. Not only is that disappointing, but it is also a little bit disappointing that it's not a celebrity either playing the bear, or at least playing the voice of the bear. Just when I feel they were starting to drum up some real excitement over who the next colonel was going to be with Jason Alexander, the very next colonel that they come out with is just a honey bottle dressed up like Colonel Sanders. I really would have preferred some sort of celebrity colonel instead. One promotion that they are doing along with this is that they're giving away some Colonel Bear toys. It's not actually a Colonel Bear honey bottle, but it is shaped like a Colonel Bear honey bottle, obviously, but it's basically just a toy. It's got like a pull string, and it says, you know, I guess certain Colonel Bear catchphrases. So that's pretty cool. They're giving away a limited number of these. It does seem like they're giving them away in sort of a drawing style. So like you give KFC your email address, and then on a certain date they're just going to draw out however many bears they're giving away. If you want to sign up to potentially receive one of these Colonel Bear toys, they're going to be probably a pretty good collectible. You can head on over kfc.com/adopt Colonel Bear. All right, I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. So that's today's fast food news. Thank you so much for going over it with me. Leave your thoughts down below on anything we talked about today, Dunkin' Donuts or KFC. What do you think of this new flavor? What do you think of Colonel Bear? How many flavors do you think they can potentially keep in stores before they either have to start getting rid of some other ones, or just say that's it? If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, and as always, you can watch more videos right now.